Well, a heroin crisis has been sweeping Lane County with more than 30 overdoses in just the past month. In our special report tonight, we are taking a deeper dive into the crisis that is gripping the streets, from an ER doctor to a recovering addict who just relapsed. KEZI 9 News anchor Brian Anderson investigates.
More opioid overdoses and younger addicts. This heroin crisis is a dangerous display of supply and demand. Our investigation shows the demand is growing, and one addict says the supply is flooding our streets.
It's taking people out left and right.
Hidden in plain sight until it becomes a life or death emergency.
It's soul-sucking.
In Lane County, more heroin overdoses are pushing addicts to the brink of death, like in this new body cam video showing Eugene police officers saving one addict's life.
Oh, heroin's definitely flooded out here.
Stronger, too, when it's laced with an opioid called fentanyl.
It's too powerful.
Jacob Lucas says he overdosed on heroin 4 times last year before turning his life around.
I know for a fact if I can get clean and sober, anybody can.
That's Lucas in September, a licensed barber more than 10 months sober, until...
Was it heroin again?
He recently relapsed.
Yes.
Since just last month, Lane County Public Health has recorded 63 opioid overdoses.
Every second can count in these situations.
Dr. Charlotte Ransom is an emergency room medical director for Peace Health.
Every age that you can imagine, there are opiate overdoses.
Even teenagers, she says.
Young people who have such potential in their life, to see them fall into this hole is really, really unfortunate.
KEZI 9 News compares heroin's death toll in Lane County to the rest of Oregon. That brown line shows Lane County above the state's average 7 of the past 9 years.
Thank God for Narcan.
Opioids antidote, more accessible than ever before in Lane County. This is the Whitebird Clinic's emergency bag with a number of Narcan doses.
We can't blame it on, oh, just because Narcan's out there, people are going to use heroin because they can, you know, this or that.
Robert Jubber is a peer support specialist with Lane County Treatment Court. He says there's no single solution to curb Lane County's heroin crisis.
It's not about a magic wand or a golden ticket. It's about an invitation.
To acknowledge addicts as people. People, he says, who need their community's help.
You got to have some sort of hope within yourself.
People like Jacob Lucas.
Otherwise, it's a battle that you can't win by yourself.
Education and involvement. This is what recovering addicts say that you can do to help fight this heroin crisis. From addicts knowing what resources are available to parents being involved in their children's lives. A study from the National Institute on Drug Abuse found by the time that teens reach their senior year of high school, half of those students will have tried an illegal drug, and more than 20% of those seniors will have taken a prescription drug for non-medical purposes. Researchers say this experimenting can often lead to addiction. Brian Anderson, KEZI 9 News.